What's going on, guys? It's Dami again. I'm a guitar player, sound engineer, and everything in between. And on this channel, I talk about music, I talk about gears, modeling gears, real amps, mixing, audio devices, and anything that helps you become a better musician. And today, we're taking a different approach. And like any of my videos, most of them come from conversations that I've had during the week. And this week is not an exception. And the big question that I got asked last weekend when I was playing the gigs by a younger musician was, how do you guys get paid? Or what makes you an hireable guitar player? And that question struck me, and I'm like, yeah, I never thought about this when I started playing music. And things are quite different now. And choosing this career path is still very profitable. I can say that with my full chest, that it's still extremely profitable. But then the barrier to entry is still hard to get to that place where you can earn a living from doing this full time, being a musician, either a home session or touring musician. And I know there's a lot of video about how much musicians earn in different places around the world, in different states in the US here, and those are great videos. But the big question has always been, how do you put yourself in that place to get hired? How are you preparing yourself? There's not exactly website that design resumes for musicians and all that good stuff. So I felt like in my years of experience and from talking to other people that do this for a living, I've compiled a few lists that can actually help you get to that point where you're employable. Now, music, just like any other profession, has its own requirement for entry. I mean, you can't just wake up tomorrow morning and say, hey, I'm a great musician, hire me for your gig. That's not how it works. It is competitive, just like any other job in the label market. So you have to bring something to the table that makes an artist feel, I want to work with this guy, or that makes a producer feel like, this is the guy we need to hire for this project. So I've compiled a few lists, and one of the biggest things that always stick out is be ready. Now, I know that's just a general statement and a kind of a cliche, but are you really ready to be hired? Like, if you want a job at a burger flipping place and you want to be a burger person, one thing is you have to be ready. Get ready to start. What can you do? Do you have a resume? And this big question about what is actually the best way to present yourself as a musician. You don't have to have a paper resume. Your previous work are your resume. How do you get this work? You have to go out. So be ready. Part of being ready is, learning your instrument, mastering the instrument, learning songs, exploring, going out, learning about your gear, recreating sounds. As a guitar player that I am, learn stuff, play repertoires, play older songs, learn your skills, learn your chords, learn communication with other musicians, create a community. Those are a few things that you need to put in place when I talk about getting ready. So getting ready doesn't mean, go to music school and go learn that. After you've done that, you still have to get ready, because you still have to prepare yourself for the real world. You have to get equipment. Of course, you have to have your own instrument. If you're going to be a musician, have your own instrument. You don't need 20 guitars or 50 pianos or 10 bass guitars. You just need to have one or two that you master and that can cut through different genres. I, for ones who play just one guitar in most of my gigs, because it's my most versatile guitar, except for gigs that are like close to home and I have that luxury of carrying as many guitars that I can just because I can. You need one instrument that you can take everywhere with you and be as productive as you can be with that one instrument. So the first point here is be ready. Second point, learn songs outside your comfort zone. And I see this with a lot of musicians who like certain genres and they kind of stick to that. It's not gonna put you on the top of the list. It's extremely competitive out there, so you have to learn songs, learn repertoires that are outside your comfortable zone or your comfort zone, outside your genre. I love country music. I will play a country session maybe once or 3 times a year, which means I spend half of my time playing all the genres that I won't say I don't enjoy, but it's just not my comfort zone. So I will play pop, I will play metal, I will play progressive, I will play gospel, I will play all these amazing genres, and that goes beyond what I like to play. So it's not every time you're gonna play John Mayer song or you're gonna play Bob Lyle songs, or those are good for your own fun times, or when you're learning, or you just enjoy how they approach music. That is great. I'm not taking that away, but I'm saying you should be able to learn songs and learn music that are outside of your comfort zone. So if you're a jazz player, go play some gospel. If you're a rock player, if you play rock, punk rock, whatever, go learn some pop, learn some jazz, learn some progressive metal, learn some country. So that way, when these gigs come along, you don't sound like you don't know what you're doing, even though you're an amazing musician, but you just have to cut through all these genres to be able to interpret and play correctly. And another thing that I've learned over the year is a lot of musicians love to explore, but then they're limited. So you gotta, stretch your net a little bit wider. That's the third point. Explore. Don't just take my favorite instrument to listen to. You would think because I'm a guitar player, I like to listen to guitar. No, my favorite instrument to listen to is a trumpet. So I will take, and shout out to Jeff, my good friend. He exposed me to a few guitar players and also amazing violin players. So I end up listening to violin songs, covers, and just see how this instrument approach music, how they approach their phrasing and how they play. And that has a huge influence on me as a player. Another point is it's a digital and media age. You got to put some content out. And that answers the first question of what is your resume? Your contents that you've created are actually your resume. How do you play for somebody that has not seen you play? I want to see what it's really not what I say I can do compared to what I have done and I can present. That is more powerful. So you got to put some content out, record yourself playing. You don't need the best camera. You don't have to have all the best rigs in the world. Start by putting content out, cover songs, original songs, simple lessons. Just put yourself out there. It's very competitive and you can get way ahead if you already have content that people can relate to, or that people can just look up and find you that you're a perfect match for that gig. So another quite important pointer will be, after you've put content out, you need to join communities. There are so many groups on Facebook, Discord, that you can join and kind of learn out the latest trends in music. Make new friends and all that good stuff. There's a fine line with that as well, but you just have to know how to utilize all these tools to your favor and to your advantage. You're going to learn about gears, events, and all that stuff in your area. Join communities. In your local area, there will be people looking for, a sub, starting new bands. Just go around, go to bars around your area, go to event places, find out what artist is coming, who is playing at where. Get to the gigs early, meet the musicians, make new friends. That will actually put you in a better place, and you stand a better chance of landing yourself first gig, second gig, and all the good gigs that you want. And the third part, which I'm guilty of, is you actually need to go out. Kind of tied to my last point, but it's possible to be a superstar by staying at home and recording videos and playing music by yourself. But sometimes you just gotta go out. And I'm talking to myself as well. So thank you for listening to me rant. I hope this ranting has helped somebody out there. And if you like content like this, I will appreciate if you subscribe and like and share with someone that will learn something from this. And until next time, I'll see you around.